Well, I'm back to the few people who consistently watch. Sorry I've been gone. A lot of stuff going on and just haven't been riding or doing trips. But gonna get back into it. And starting today by riding all the way up into the California Delta, past where the Sacramento River meets the San Joaquin River, and up into the tiny delta towns. And we're going specifically to check out one town that I've wanted to see for a long time, and this is the town of Locke. And Locke has an incredible history, and it looks kind of like a movie set. Like all the old buildings are still there, really perfectly preserved in this tiny community. So we'll see if we can get all the way out there. Got a nice motorcycle wave to start, get some gas, and get on the road. Oh shit, stalled it. It's the first time I stalled it. Wow. Look at that! Look at that old ship just sitting there! What? I wonder if it's still used for something. That's wild looking. We're passing through the town of Isleton here, another little delta town that I also want to check out at some point. Have to come back probably. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Tiny little river town. I think this is the right way. I'm following the map. I think it might not be. I think this is Locke here, but I could be wrong. Let's see. I put an address in. Oh yeah. Welcome to Locke Historic District. So that wasn't Locke, that must have been Walnut Grove or something. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Oh yeah, it's crowded. Lots of people come down here. Let's ride through the main street here. Wow, look at that. Look at this. Unbelievable how it looks like this still. We're gonna hopefully talk a lot about the preservation of this place. Oh, can I park right here? Oh, sweet!
The town's history started back in 1915. It was built entirely by a group of Chinese people from the Guangdong province. They all speak Cantonese. Of course, they come to the Delta way back in around 1860 to build levees. That was the levee project that required a lot of laborers, and they were being recruited by property owners here to start building the levees. And then later on, after the levees done, they reclaim thousands of acres of fertile farmlands, and a lot of them stay as farm workers. There was a big fire that burned the town that they used to live, called Walnut Grove, which is right about a mile from Locke. And one group from Zhongshan area decided to move up 1 mile and build a town for themselves. Of course, at that point, Chinese cannot own land, so they have to lease the ground from the property owner. Happens to be George Locke. In fact, a lot of those workers work for him, so they have good relationships. And George Locke was very supportive of this group to build a town for themselves and agreed to lease this 10 acres of land for them. And that's how history starts at that point, 1915.
Part of history and then a little...
Oh, that's wonderful.
We go back tomorrow. Yes, yes. And you start buying for one, I got 14 grandbabies.
How did you find out about Locke and what made you come?
My sister and brother-in-law, they live here in Sacramento, and we came to visit, and they said, we got to go over here and visit. I said, okay, let's take us.
She's leaving my money here.
Because of that part of history, kind of unique part, being a group of Chinese people built the town for themselves. Later on, recognized first by the state. It was sent to as a California Historic Registry in the 70s. And then later on, in 1990, even the federal government recognized this part of history and give this town a very high ranking, being a National Historic Landmark. Year 2000, the County of Sacramento Housing and Redevelopment Agency came and purchased the land and then subdivided and later on sell it to the building owners at that point. There's no question on day one when the land is up for sale, all property owners purchase it. And so that was a historic event, happens in January 2005. Finally, the unification of building and land. And then, of course, Locke Foundation happens to be an organization helped set up by the County of Sacramento after they subdivided town. And the main mission is to help preserve the town, the culture, and also to help fundraising for the community.
So everybody's seeing the main street, which is where all the shops are. But I just walked through some of the back alleys, and here's where all the houses and little meandering paths are, which is, to me, the most kind of incredible part. And nobody's back here. Nobody's seeing this part. I think people do live here, so trying to be quiet and respectful. But it's really cool to walk these little old streets and alleys. All right, it's time to go. Get out of this little street here. Gotta go up this hill. That was so cool. I've always wanted to go there. And, you know, a day trip is actually just not enough. There's so much to see there and so much to learn about. Thank you so much for watching. Excited to get back to making videos. Thanks so much.